Okay, so this is a PZ versus PT, and I'm going to show why it's very good when your gas is stolen. A lot of times the PT, the Protoss player, will try to steal your gas in this scenario because he's planning on going air. Basically, Protoss Terran can go Skymech, and that's a really strong composition. But I think Protoss Zerg are pretty well situated for beating Skymech with early rushes because it's kind of hard for them to defend the early rushes. Um, so what you're going to see in this game is he steals my gas. Right? Now, I've already, if I was doing a normal build, this gate would have been on 16 and I would have already chrono boosted my Nexus. But you can still transition into this build with a slight tweaks. Like you're going to be, like going 15 versus 16 gate barely matters. And this gas steal does nothing. You lose a few minerals while you walk downhill here to build your third gas. That's all it does. So we're going to follow the exact Nexus 3 gate build from here, except I think everything can happen like one supply later. But I'll show you the change. And this is actually a more significant block because he actually comes back. This is pretty sneaky of him. So he comes back, and I thought he was going to steal my gases. Did he not? Hmm. Here he goes. Steal gas. Steal gas. So see, in 2v2, you can kind of not get away with not, especially if you 15 gate, you can kind of get away with not chrono boosting the Stalker. It's dicey. It's dicey. I don't know. Maybe I should have chrono boosted it. So here, I don't think I lose anything. Yeah. Okay, so right now is where I'm supposed to be going to like build my third gas. Okay, so maybe I would be there right about now, let's say, to 255. And because he's done a triple gas deal, um, I'm not going to get the gas down until, so it's like 20 seconds late maybe. So maybe I lost, you mine like 2.5 gas per second. So 30 gas maybe. So basically one of my stalkers would have to be in the death. Oh, so by the way, the normal build is first stalker not chrono boosted, but you can chrono boost it if you want. Um, the downside is that you'll have some idle time, which slows down the build overall. But it's worth it to save like a probe from dying to Reaper. But the standard way to do this is don't chrono boost the first stalker and then chrono boost the second and third. So in the case where you used a chrono boost on your probes, so you're missing one, you can chrono boost. You chrono boost this gateway exactly once, and just whenever you have the chrono boost available. So, which I think you might not have it right when you start the second one, but shortly after. So this third stalker is going to come out like 10 seconds later, but it doesn't matter because, well, it does matter because it doesn't get all the way across the map in time, but you still warp in time, so it doesn't slow in like your warp in time in. So in this case, I did something wrong. This should be done by 3:35, so I don't know what I did wrong, but I clearly screwed up the build slightly this game. So because of that, I could warp in 3 stalkers anyway. So, here we are, and my Protoss opponent is on 2 oracles, and he's starting at phoenixes. And my Terran opponent has like a Marine, a Reaper, and 2 Hellions. And this isn't some like super greedy build, right? I mean, the guy's got 28 SCVs. It's not like crazy greedy, and he's got double factory. I mean, this is kind of standard mech opening. This is considered. See, this is not standard because he stole 3 assimilators, so he should have made like an adapter 2 and maybe a battery here, and then that would be more standard. So the problem with this build is he's maybe a little bit. Well, they're definitely vulnerable to stalkers, and then maybe Zerglings too. Um, I'm not going to show the rest of this game. They actually kill all my workers because they kind of give up defending the rush and they send the oracles and hellions at me, but we didn't really care. So my ally cleaned up the hellions and the oracles couldn't do anything against its queens. and the stalkers and zerglings just killed everything. So you're always, or I'm always super far ahead after they steal gases like this. It's just makes it so much easier.